Hi everyone, this is Tanya here for my post this month for Nat's Creative Squad, and the theme that we were given was food for thought. And I am going to be using Nat's large fan stamps, and I am going to be decorating a table mat. So, as many of you know, I love building patterns with stamps. It reminds me of patterns and colors that I've grown up with back home, traditional clothes, and I really love that these stamps, Nat's latest release, are excellent for building up your own patterns. They can be interchanged and mixed with each other. And for this month, we were just asked to use just the fan stamp and a stencil of our choice. So I am using some Distress Archival inks. This one is called Mermaid Lagoon, and I am starting to line them up on my piece of canvas. I love working on canvas. It's a very nice, sturdy cloth, and I always have a supply of this natural color in my stash because they're great for making tote bags and for cushions. And I think this mat I am going to finish off and give to a very special someone as a present. So I am choosing another one of the stamps from the set, and I am stamping it down with another color of Distress Archival ink. I think this one is called Bondo, and I am just continuing to nestle that fan in between the other fans, and they're very easy to line up, and even if they're not 100% accurate, as you can see, when you see the whole image, you don't really notice the imperfections that much. And if it really bothers you, you could go over it with a marker. Or you could do some top stitching to make it extra special. Now I've cut out a mask so that I can use my stencil. This is just a rough piece of copy paper, and I used the excess ink that was left on my stamps to create the marks. And I am taking Nat's stencil, and I am making sure to line up those tiles in between the curves of my mask. And I'm taking the same blue archival ink that I used before and using a makeup sponge to apply the ink through the stencil. And I'm just gently peeling it up just to check whether I am getting a good impression with the sponge, because this is a very delicate design and I want to make sure that I have good coverage. And dun da da dun, moment of truth, just to see what it looks like. And I was quite pleased with the stencil, and peeling back the mask is always so satisfying. I don't know about you guys, but I just love peeling back the mask and just seeing the results, and I think it turned out quite well. Now, to finish off the edges of my mat, I am taking some iron-on adhesive. This is Heat and Bond by Thermoweb. You could use a sewing machine to finish off the edges. I just wanted to make a project quickly because I am planning on mass producing these. But for the purposes of this video, I'm just using Heat and Bond, which is iron-on adhesive. And be sure to follow the instructions, which is what I didn't do. And the instructions said let the adhesive cool down completely before peeling off the tape, and I didn't let it cool down, and as you can see, it stuck down a little bit. So I am using my iron with the steam off and just making sure that I have a nice straight crease along the edges. and trimming off any frayed edges. And then I'm going to continue doing the same with the other side as well. And this was really simple to do, and you can make a variety of projects as well. You could make a table runner, and I've seen people make pouches and tote bags as well. So for the adjacent sides, I mitered, is that the word? Metered the corners so that which is just a fancy way of saying that I cut off the corners so that it would fold down nicely. Um, and I'm using the parts that I snipped off as well, so that the corners are nicely and firmly pressed down. And there I am pressing the corners really well so that I have nice sharp edges. And here I am finishing off the fourth edge. Now, if you wanted to, you can add a backside to your table mat so that it's nice and finished. I added some felt to the back as well with the heat and bond. Now, the theme was food for thought, and one of the things the theme suggested was things that I love eating. And I love pasta. I am such a boring person, and there are days when I'm at home, I tend to snack on the go. But today I decided to actually make myself something nice. I love pasta, and I sprinkled some cheese on it and some cress, which I grew at home. And here is a finished look at the mat. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And here is a video of my little assistant. This is Billy, and she looks pretty chilled out, and she's saying hi to everyone. Usually I share a lot of photos of her on Instagram, and today I thought I'd introduce her to my YouTube subscribers as well. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Take care and have a great day. Thanks. Bye.